This video is about configuring ACLs in Commando Marshall C3500 series routing switch. An access control list ACL is a set of rules that is usually used to filter network traffic. ACLs can be configured on network devices and packet filtering capabilities of your routers or a switch. ACLs contain a list of conditions that categorize the packet, frames or segments that can be either IPv4 based, IPv6 based or MAC based and help you to determine who, when to allow or deny the network. You can also have the time range defined for that. These ACLs are applied on the interface basis to the packet leaving or entering an interface. So you have to create an access control list or AC statement and apply to particular interface. This is the logic behind ACL. So access list is a set of rules defined by the administrator for controlling network traffic and reducing network attacks. ACLs are used to filter traffic based on this set of rules defined from the incoming or outgoing packet, frame or segment of the network, which can be IPv4 based or IPv6 based. So we will configure a MAC ACL. We will start configuring a MAC ACL in Commando C3500 series routing switch. So we will have the interface ETH-0-1 that permits the packet with a source MAC, let us say 0000.0000.1111 and deny all other packets. And in other interface I will try with IPv4 ACL on ETH-02 to permit packet with source IP address 1.1.1.1/24 and deny all other packets. So let's configure this. So for that, configure terminal MAC access list and you can give the name for that. Let us say Commando 1. Permit source MAC address with host name. I can have the range also 0000.0000.1111. This I want to permit. Destination MAC can be any, and deny, I want to deny all others. So source MAC any, destination MAC any. So only this MAC address will be allowed, all other will be denied. So this is a statement which I have created. I have to go to that particular interface and say interface, let us say I want to apply to ETH-0-1. I have to interface ETH-0-1 and I have to say MAC IP and I have to apply this access list to the interface. So I will apply this to the interface access group and input or output. These two choices we have to take. So I take the input and I will apply this name Commando 1. So this access group list will be applied to that interface. So the basic configuration of any of the access list is like you have to create the statements like this and apply to that interface. I can have the access group or I can have the access class. So this way you have to apply it to the interface. Let us again create configure terminal, and then IP based access list, let us say access list commando 2, and I want to permit an IP, permit any IP with this IP address with wildcard mask and any, and deny any. Then after creating this access list, I will go to the interface which I want to apply it. So this is the interface, access group, then I want to apply output, so commando 2. This way, this is a very easy way to configure and apply the access list. So we can use the extended IPv4 ACLs that combine MAC filters with the IP filters in one access list, different from the MAC ACL which I have just created, and IP ACLs. Extended ACLs can access control all packets like IP packets and non-IP packet. Extended ACL support extended IPv4 ACL. MAC AC which will filter packet by MAC source address or MAC destination address, and this MAC address can be masked or configured as a host ID or configured as any filter to the MAC addresses. We can have the IPv4 AC by giving the filter packet by IP source address or IP destination address, or IP address directly, or the range of IP address that can be masked. We also can have the other field added like DSCP, L4 protocols like TCP, UDP based IP list and all. Everything we can do for IPv4 ACs with L4 fields like TCP port number, UDP port number, and can filter IPv4 AC based on the port number also. So MAC AC and IPv4 ACL and extended IPv4 ACL can be configured in Commando C3500 series switch. So these ACL features are very straightforward. These are matched serial wise, and matching start with the first line and second line and so on. Packets or frames or segments are matched only until it matches the rule. Once the rule is matched, no further comparison takes place and the rule will be performed. There is the implicit deny at the end of every ACL, that is, if no condition or the rule matches, the packet will be discarded. Once the access list is built, it should be applied to inbound or outbound of any of the interface. So what are the advantages of ACL? It improves the network performance by controlling traffic. It provides security as an administrator can configure the access list according to the needs and deny the unwanted packets from entering the network. It provides control over traffic as it can permit or deny according to the need of the network administrator. And basically an ACL is a sequential collection of permit and deny condition that applies the packet, frames or segments that can limit the network traffic and restrict the network use. You can also configure the IPv6 ACL. I will show one small example for that. For firstly, we will enable IPv6, and then we can have the IPv6 access list. Let us say Commando 3, and then I can have the permit any 2001 : //64 any permit any 2001 : /64 any. then deny any. So after creating this, we have to apply, let us say I want to apply to the interface named ETH interface ETH-0-3, and I will say access group, and I can give in or out input, and I have to give the name of the access group. So I will give commando 3. So this way to apply the IPv6 based access list. Show access list MAC will show the MAC access list. Show access list IP will show the IP access list. Show access list IPv6 will show the IPv6 access list. We can also have the port based access list to deny TCP or reject TCP packet from matching the IP filter. Fragment will be invalid when the layer 4 information specified, such as source port or destination port, doesn't match with the condition which we have created. Let us create the port based access control list. So for that, configure terminal, IP access list, let us say commando 4, then 1, I will give the sequence number, deny TCP any, then second, deny TCP host 1.1.1.1, source port range 0 to 100 any. It's my condition. Third condition, I want deny TCP any establish. Fourth condition, I want deny TCP 10.10.10.0 and the wildcard mask is the mask I am using for this network. So this is the wildcard bits. So I want this wildcard bits any match all, or I can have match all, and then acknowledgement I can have. So this way I have created the TCP based access. I can have the UDP based, I can have the ICMP based, any IGMP based, GRE based. I can create whatever protocol I want to deny. I have to say any of the, let us say 5, deny or permit. Let us say permit statement, permit any of the protocol like GRE, ICMP, IGMP, NVGRE, TCP, UDP, or any of the protocol port number you have to give. Let us say I want to give ICMP. I don't want this ICMP. So for that, ICMP any deny or permit, I want to permit ICMP any. That's it. After creating this access list, you have to apply the access list to any of the port or the number of port you want to apply. So for that, you have to give the command interface ETH-0-4, let us say, and I want to apply this access list commando 4. So access group, then in or out, input or output, and then commando 4. So this is a very simple, straightforward way to configure the IP access control list in your network and get the traffic filter or permit the traffic as per your requirement. So this is a very good feature, and most of the network engineers required it on various level of providing security in your network. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.